So the index-based livestock insurance was mainly created as a research product, as a kind of a solution against risk, against drought mitigation strategies in the pastoral areas, because in 2009 and 2011 there was a severe drought where a lot of livestock was lost, and given that in the pastoral areas that's like one of the major sources of livelihood and economy, they don't have any kind of financial services, access to any kind of financial services, by virtue of the fact that they're considered as a marginal group, and also it's not the most appealing place for markets to go because of the lack of infrastructure, network, so on and so forth. So we had to come up with something which was unconventional and at the same time serve the purpose, so to speak. So therefore, the IBLI product works with on satellite imagery using remote sensing data. It basically monitors forage over every 10 days, and then based on a minimum threshold, and when forage falls below a certain level, payouts are triggered. And the idea is that the payouts can actually help these pastoral communities to buy food, water, veterinary drugs, and so on and so forth, not only for the livestock but also for their household. What happens in basically these pastoral areas is that and also in the recent past, what we've seen is that increasingly with the desertification, or even like increasing in drought frequencies, the herders have to go for longer distances with their animals, and as a result of which the women are the one who stay back at the homestead. So there's something called as the satellite camps, and then there's the homestead. So the satellite camps are basically where where part of the family or where part of the community settles, whereas a certain rest of the people, they go herding. When they are there, so they are the ones who are responsible for not only providing or looking out for food for the household, but also taking care of the lactating and the weak animals. So they have to make those kind of decisions, and that's why IBLI as a product, the insurance product, helps them make those decisions. Like I said, that since the idea is that it's supposed to trigger payouts which can help. So with the idea is that when the payouts happen, we do not expect them to use them for any kind of particularly formatted areas. We expect them that so long they use the money which can help them build their own resilience and also the food security. So basically the women can use this to buy not only feed for the household but also feed for their animals and so on and so forth, and therefore also help in helping the animals survive, and also increase their own nutritional uptake, not only of their own selves but also especially the children. For IBLI, number one, it has been in 2014, it was adopted by the Kenyan government as the Kenya Livestock Insurance Program. There has been a lot of traction in Ethiopia. And now we are working with and the national government has shown a lot of interest. So now we are working with the national government to lay the platform for a clip type product in Ethiopia. We are doing feasibility studies in Uganda already. We have been called by Somalia to do that, and there's also a lot of push in West Africa to expand into West Africa because of the fact that there's a lot of pastoral areas. Beyond that, we are now also looking into value-added propositions for IBLI, because we realize that IBLI just as an insurance product is not as valuable as if it is given with other value-added services. So this is the part where the digital part comes in, how can we deliver IBLI more effectively, and at the same time keep the costs under control, then also provide other services which are required in this area, which is information. Information is a big scarcity over there. How can we effectively provide information which can not only help the pastoralists but also other service providing entities over there, like the development organizations, the county governments and things like that, and how can we actually make this process sustainable? So these are the next steps for IBLI.